We're here. This is our long night. We're recording out. We have some holiday traveling to do, so if we don't get back in, we have these saved and stocked.
Oh, you just
so
put our
Merry
business.
Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving. Well, we don't know where these episodes are going to land anymore.
Merry New Year.
Yeah, Merry New Year, Happy Hanukkahs.
Fucking, Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy everything. Year of the Tiger. Year of the Dragon.
But what year is it? Or the
Should
Chinese
be
Dragon? Hafadai.
We just looked this up like a week ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
No bullshit.
We were figuring out who everyone's sign was again.
I'm willing to bet you went to a Chinese restaurant and they handed you the Chinese
I love it.
New Year calendar.
The mat.
The placemat that has
give
all
you the placemat. Yeah.
That has that.
I based my whole life off of this. Okay. Oh, it's Snake this year.
It's Snake.
Well, that's not good.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So
here's
something that I just saw. Advertisement for that it made me laugh. You ever heard of I think we talked about it before, but I'm going to bring this back around. I think after we found our voice in episode 37,
yep.
I think we talked about it. It was a thing called Freedom Boat Club.
Freedom Boat Club.
Yes.
Was that the one where you get to rent a boat anywhere you go and drive it around for fun and shit?
Right. Like you pay for your membership to the boat club.
Right.
And then if you want to
just go wherever on boats.
Rent a boat and
boats and hoes.
So that way you don't have to own it and don't have to do all the upkeep. Like that's super risky.
You know that's how
here's my next question. Is it some what do they call it pyramid? They don't call them pyramid schemes anymore.
Schemes?
No, they call them MLMs or something like that.
Multi-level management, something.
Yeah.
You know that's how Jesse Itzler got fucking rich. Jesse Itzler's the guy who paid David Goggins to live with him for 3 months and let David Goggins beat his ass into the ground.
Okay.
So during the 80s, he's also a guy who worked the record company, and they had Curtis Jackson, who's 50 Cent, as a intern. And he was like, that guy's not going to make it. Get him the fuck out of here. And told 50 Cent to fuck off. So he's that guy.
Okay.
Then he's got that other book.
So he missed one thing, but scored on something else.
Right. Oh, yeah, dude. His wife is the creator of Spanx, which is some ladies' underwear thing that, like, tights in your body. It's the original yoga pant or some shit. I don't know.
No. It's like a girdle for your ass.
Oh. So the original yoga pant. The yoga pant just doesn't girdle anything. If you got the flat paper, it's going to show.
Right.
Flat paper.
But this is like
the real one.
If you're bigger, it tightens everything up to make
like
you
some fucking Lethal Weapon shit. He's like, that's too soft to be a vest. What is that? Like, what are you wearing? What do you got under your shirt? That's not a vest.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't know he's the one they get. This Freedom Boat Club thing is.
Oh, he did it for jets, though. That's what I was going to say.
Oh.
So in the 80s or 90s, maybe, I can't remember his time frame for that specific business, but you could rent a jet from him, pay a price, and just, fly around. You can still do that right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a huge network.
Dude, there's a thing where you could pay like $2,800 a year, right? And you could show up at the airport where these private jets are.
Yeah, and catch flights.
On a private jet, and if nobody's on the jet, then you're on the jet by yourself.
Yeah.
It's only one way.
Right.
How
much is this?
It's like $2,800 a year.
I'd pay for that.
Right? You just show up at the airport.
Over going to the airport and flying with the Publix.
But they're like, hey, we got a flight going to Georgia today. Do you want it? Sure. And you just get on and fly to Georgia. So you can't have a destination in mind. I guess you can look at the outgoing flights. And then you sit around, it's like standby.
Yeah, standby and wait for the open seat.
Yeah.
That's what the stewardesses do for those free seats.
Right, but it's no guarantee that you're getting back either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a backup plan.
Do I need to come back? I'm trying to get to Japan for that new identity.
Oh, for the company to make you a new identity?
I'll give them all the money in the world.
Maybe they only do it for Japanese nationals.
Oh, that's cold-blooded.
I just saw a thing.
I identify as a Japanese nationalist. Does that count?
No. Well, hey, yes.
Maybe.
In today's day, it does.
Maybe.
I just saw a thing. Japan has several million abandoned homes now because of the decline in the population.
I thought they don't even fucking have enough room to fill it. Wait, what? How come I'm always hearing that they're overpopulated? Then I'm hearing that they're underpopulated. Then
China, they keep telling you, is overpopulated, but that's not true either. Japan.
Why are we here?
Japan's having a
Why
decreasing,
are we here?
They have over a million abandoned homes. I think they call them akiyas.
Why are we here?
And you can buy them for next to nothing, but you have to rehab them and live in them.
why are we here?
Well,
I would like to be with Van Halen and go practice with my Boken for the rest of my days on the Black Beach.
Okay, that's amazing. But there are other things that are going along with that. Like,
Can I be a fisherman?
You have to prove that you can sustain yourself financially.
I don't have
that you
to.
won't be a burden.
Well, I just want to be in the dojo.
Right, but you have to either have X amount of dollars in your bank account.
Can I just marry my dojo teacher's daughter?
Okay, so what you're probably looking for is
a Steven Seagal.
You need a visa.
A visa.
You need a visa like a teaching visa where you're going to go teach English.
Ooh, can I do that?
Yeah, you can get one.
Wow. That's impressive.
And go teach conversational English. And then like every 2 years, you have to leave the country and come back and renew your visa, right? There's a lot that goes into this.
Listen, have you ever seen, I hate to movie reference something so early in the show. Welcome to the show. But have you ever seen The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
Remember when he fucking goes and then he comes back and it's just noise? Like he's at the beach for months and then they come to the mainland to get rice and food and it's just fucking noise everywhere. And I'm like, that's how I feel it would be if we went on vacation to one of these places. Like the minute we get into the night train or whatever, the sleep train, and then you come back, you're going to be like, fuck this place. Like, why did we come back?
Right.
We only need to buy that one ticket to have enough one-way tickets to go somewhere.
There are a couple of people
quiet
on YouTube that I follow that bought some of these Akia homes.
Yeah.
And live in them, like out in the countryside.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And
they had money before they went there, I think.
Yeah, and I think what some of them did is they got hired by Japanese companies,
right,
and they work remotely for the Japanese companies,
right,
which allows them to live in the countryside and not in Tokyo or in Shinjuku or any of these other big, big population centers.
Right.
We're
in the wrong business. I'm ready to go.
You're not ready to work remotely.
I'm probably not that part.
Yeah, but that's what I thought.
I will dig ditches and lay telephone line for the Japanese if they will let me hang out on the beach and practice my Boken.
Okay, well, you're going to have to work. When will you have time to do that?
I don't know. The weekends. When the dojo's not open. When the sensei tells us we can leave.
Right. Gotcha.
So, there's that. I'm just saying, dude, Van Halen figured it out. Or David Lee Roth. He figured it out. That's all he does all day is practice fucking kung fu in Japan or China or some shit. I'm like, bro, what? Like, you really, that wasn't like some sort of fetish.
They didn't care that he went there because the guy
loaded.
had $40 bajillion, right. So he's not going to be a drain on their society. He's like, you can live
here forever.
Right.
He's like, you're just adding to the economy.
That's it.
Well, let's go be English teachers, man. I think we haven't done that yet.
No.
And just,
I don't think they want to learn your English.
Oh. They're going to have to learn about those foot fish.
Right. Listen.
They already know. They're like, no, we don't do that
here. The first set of students that learn conversational English from you are going to come here and they're going to go back home and be like, that was totally fucked.
Yeah, we got fucked.
We got
We ended up in a dark place.
We got fucked.
We don't know what he was telling us.
Like, he shows up for his first business meeting and then they're like, Mr. Hassan, how are you doing today? He's like, yo, my man, kicking rocks or what?
Cooking?
And they're going to be like, what the fuck did he just say?
Is that formal and informal?
Yeah.
First, there will be no formals here.
None.
You will learn street only.
That's it.
You will blend with the common man.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Terrible idea.
That's the way it's got to go.
But, dude, you totally swung me off this whole Freedom Boat Club thing, dude. I'm shocked that it's still available.
I
wonder what a membership costs.
Why wouldn't it be? We've talked about this with, listen, we've talked extensively about.
There's no train memberships. Right.
We've talked.
You could just go down to.
There probably is.
You could just jump on the Amtrak whenever.
We've talked about.
I heard you can buy your own private train car, and there's small railroads that will tow your car around.
Slash you everywhere.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's way better than Madden and his stupid tour bus.
Those idiot lube fucking robbers should have jumped on a train that was custom fucking ready to go. That's what should have happened, and just circle the island until they give up.
France is in it. France is not an island.
I keep thinking we're in the UK with that one.
No, it was in France.
Damn it! Now we're not getting away.
$450 a month to be a member.
$450?
Yeah, to be a member of Freedom Boat Club.
That's gross.
And then you show up. I'm sure
you
there's
can go anywhere.
Well, I'm still but I think you show up and you still have to pay for the boat rental, right?
$4,000 for one time.
$4,000 and you get one boat ride.
No. It's got to be $4,000 for an unlimited lifetime pass, right? $4,000 for one. Yeah, I was gonna say, why would I?
$9,000 on the high
you're
end.
probably renting a fucking yacht for that one. Do they let us drive it?
No.
Because
dude, if you showed up and you're like, hey, I just paid for this yacht, they're like, where's your captain? You're like, they're like, get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Get out of here, tattoo face. You're not allowed.
We're not letting you take this boat out of the dock.
I was on the Gilligan 7 Seas.
I've watched Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
I watched Thunder Bay or whatever.
Yeah, I'm practically a skipper with Hulk Hogan knowledge. And I also grew up on the Pretender, so I could pretend to be whatever captain you want.
Whatever you want.
Breaker, Coast Guard, I need a ride. My location is north of you, motherfucker.
Breaker.
Like, this isn't a truck stop. Come back later.
Is anybody out there? Hello? My boat won't start.
We need help. We don't know where we are. Where are you? Well, the sun's right above us. So
I'm out in the middle.
We're under the sun.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the lake.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, I got offered that. You remember I got offered that job to go be a towboat over on the lake?
What?
Yeah.
You got offered to go work on a tugboat?
Yeah. It was when
As a deckhand?
Yeah.
On a tugboat?
Yeah.
You have never told me this.
No. It was right around the time you and I became friends. So there was a lot going on. And the gentleman who was there, we were talking, and he was shooting, and he was like, yeah, bro, let's just say that
that's not an easy life.
No, this is how he described it. First of all, he looked like a tow truck driver, so you knew that's what he really did.
Yeah. And
I told him, I said, bro, so the job would be that we would go help the Coast Guard. And he goes, yeah. And I said, so do I need quals for this? And he goes, no. He goes, the only thing you have to do is pass a drug test. And I was like, well, I can do that on Mondays. And so I was like, that's cool. I said, what do you guys do as far as like, do you actually like, is there a drug test because you guys are whatever? And he goes, no. He goes, you really can't, because if you get bumped up against something and we have to file paper, whatever, people really get hurt, this and that. And then he goes, but it's cool, dude, because we go out there at like 3 a.m. and we start drinking as we're headed out to pick up these boats. He goes, and we just drink. He goes, and then let's say we're out there for 4 hours. He goes, you get paid for a full shift or a full tow. He goes, it might only take 4 hours. He goes, then we bring the boats back, and while we're packing up, we're drinking some more. He goes, so you're just hanging out on the water, packing the boat up while you're drinking, and the sun's coming up. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, he's like, no, we don't allow potheads on there, but definitely we'll fuck. And I remember just thinking, like, I don't know if I'd rather be on the boat with the pothead or the drunk. I don't know which one is more scary that you're gonna, because he was like, yeah, we're just in the dark. He's like, and then you go out and the coast, because what happens is people, I guess, call the Coast Guard, and I'm assuming it's like,
say my boat broke down,
right? And the Coast Guard confirms that they're okay, but then it's the towboat's job.
The tugboat goes out and gets them.
Tow them, yeah.
Yeah, but tugboats also help like pilot massive ore ships.
Yeah, I think those are official tugboats. This dude's straight up a backyard tower.
Oh, he's like a rescue boat.
Like a tower. Yeah, like he's just a tower. So the minute the Coast Guard clears this boat that it's viable to go back, they just drop it on him because they're like, we don't want to fucking deal with you. And then he's the pickup. I've seen this in car accidents too. We experienced the same thing. I've met the wildest tow truck drivers at wrecks, and it's like everything's kind of done and cleaned up on the road. They can't do anything else with the car, even if it has, and this is the really morbid part, I had to get dirty so early, but like, even if it has, parts
right,
of people, right? And dudes have been like, yeah, I had to move this truck, and, this person was looking at me from the neck up on the seat.
Yeah.
And it's right next to me. And I'm just like, what? And they're like, yeah, we got to drive it all the way back, hook it up even with it inside, and then get it across somewhere so they can finish their examination of whatever. Because, this area.
They got to get it off the highway.
Basically, yeah. Basically, they got to get it out of the fucking way so they can do whatever they need to do to secure everything.
Yeah.
But that would be the job, though. And he's like, yeah, bro. He goes, and I can't remember what the fuck he paid.
But listen, they do this year round.
Okay, that's part, I'm not going to lie, it was summertime, obviously, when we were doing that, so I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if I got that far in the conversation, because I was just like, homie, I'm not going anywhere with you boozing
on the lake,
on a boat, on the lake in the dark.
Right. Or
You're
during
out
a
of-
storm.
Dude, you're out of your
Because, by the way,
fucking
that
mind.
lake is super treacherous during storms.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people right now are shaking their heads like, well, you're not getting on my boat then. And I'm like, homie, I won't. I don't need to be on your intoxicated Dexter boat. It's not going to happen. You'll be driving me around and shit and dropping me in the water and not even notice till you get back.
You're like, oh, we're missing
You know?
somebody.
Yeah, we came back. Well, didn't we have a new guy with us? Oh, it's fine. Like, fuck, dude. Fuck.
Well, you know
But
what
how
they were
easy? How easy is it that you could just get offered that job in a sand pit?
That show Deadliest Catch.
Oh yeah,
They were saying,
I've
people
seen it.
die.
I never
People
watch
die
it, but in the show. I know they die doing the job.
doing the job.
Right,
People die.
of course.
But once they started filming the show, less people started disappearing off the ships
Get the fuck out of here. Why?
because they go out in the ocean and they don't make a whole lot of money because they didn't have a good season, and all of a sudden the new greenhorn deckhand falls overboard.
Oh,
Less people they got to pay
why do you think that when they filmed the show, less people died though?
because
People
they
were watching.
yeah, yeah.
Bro.
People weren't just accidentally falling overboard. I mean, people fall overboard. And
Yeah.
by the way, if you go overboard out there, just hang it up.
It's just done.
Because think about it, you're wearing those waders.
Oh yeah, dude. I would imagine you sink pretty quick.
Shroop, in that ice cold water, you going down, homie.
Yeah,
It's like a rocket ship to the bottom.
I'm good on all
There's
that.
a bunch
noise.
of dudes in the Bering Sea standing on the bottom.
just standing there with their fucking hats on.
No, with their waders filled up with water holding them down.
You would think that would help you float. Be like
You're-
those Navy guys with those big parachute pants. They're like, yeah, I tie them off and then I float. And I'm
yeah,
like,
but you're
homie,
wearing a rubber suit strapped to your body that's open at the top. It's like a giant rubber cup that fills with water.
Ooh, no floaty, huh?
Hell no.
Rubber doesn't float like that.
Not.
I would
never
have
mind.
one of those like emergency. You got to have an emergency jacket that you can pull and just.
You would hope.
You would think. How come nobody's solving those problems for the fish sailors?
the
Yeah.
professional fisherman.
Right, like you have bikers now have these jackets that deploy when you hit the ground. They're computer generate. Dude, they have biker jackets now where you mount the one piece to the bike and the other piece to your belt, and when you're too far away, it deploys the jacket.
What?
Yeah, that's dude. I don't know. I went down that deep rabbit hole a few months ago.
So, like, you want to get a coffee, you stop. You
oh
put
yeah,
the
and you
kick
forget to
stand
take
down.
it apart. Yes,
You walk into Starbucks.
Yes, you forget to turn that bitch off, and it fucking deploys. We were wondering the same thing. I was like, homie, what happens if I hit a bump and it just jerks me too fast? The bike goes, oh no, deploy. Poof.
Yeah,
And now you have it.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, but you see these dudes doing, 300 miles in the Isle of Man, and they've got them too. Their suits will inflate as soon as they hit the ground.
Oh yeah, I
It's
didn't
pretty
know that.
wild.
Really?
Yeah.
In the Isle of Man race, they
Yep.
got that now.
Yep. Saves the chest, saves the back.
The neck.
Yeah, it's all deployed in there. They call them, I don't remember what they're called. They're super expensive.
I can't even
and-
imagine.
Like it's like $1,400 for a jacket type shit, and I'm like, dude, if I do that, I'd be more concerned that bitch is gonna deploy while I'm at a red light than anything else. Like I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, poof, and you're like, fuck, I gotta pull off the road now. How embarrassing!
But you look like the State Puff Marshmallow Man
Yeah.
trying to push your bike around.
100% dipped in oil.
You're pulling out a knife and just popping all the air reservoirs.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, they have.
I
'em.
guess the question is, once it deploys, is it a one and done, or can you
Yeah.
deflate it and then?
No, it's one and done.
Ah.
Most of, I think leather, from what I understand, a leather suit going down or a leather jacket is the only thing in the biker world that's really not one and done. Once you drop mesh pants or hybrid material pants, they're done. If you drop those synthetics, and I'm sure there's guys out there like, fuck you, I just keep wearing them, if the crashes
Right.
and that whatever. But like those textile pants that you see adventure riders wearing, they look like fucking Power Rangers. Like those guys, they're supposed to drop those once they have them. They get rid of them. But I'm sure if they're short slides, nobody does because it's material.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, once that shit starts scraping, you can't reuse that.
No.
Only the original bikers that are wearing hard leather jackets, and nobody's doing that anymore. You don't see that anymore. So
Because
it's all
they're all
vests
trying to
and
look like
Nike
Akira.
hoodies. Right. Well, they
Akira!
all want to look like Jax Teller and shit.
Whoever that is.
Hoodies and vests.
Oh yeah.
We'll say. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I never see anybody. I see a lot of people with textile gear, which that's the colored jackets that are motorcycle jackets, but they're, different colors and shit. I don't ever see people wearing leather anymore. Like hardly ever. Which is interesting. Again, one and done. But look up motorcycle airbag jacket and see what it says. It'll be like, I think $1,500 if I remember right.
That seems pretty cheap.
Well, it is a one and done. That's probably why. That's the only reason I can think of it.
Oh, $4,000.
Way off. That's on Revzilla? That's the whole suit, bro. That's why that's so expensive. They got just a jacket. Yeah. Yeah, a couple thousand for just a jacket.
If I'm racing,
you're saving your chest.
If I'm racing, I want the whole thing.
Oh, 1,000%. If you're gonna get a bird strike on a fucking motorcycle and it's gonna shatter your forearm, I'm taking the whole suit. I want that man suit.
I want the whole suit.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than a femur fracture.
Oh, why'd you have to go there?
Yeah.
I don't think that thing will stop a femur fracture. Listen, we make all these jokes about this bike gear, but I've been extensively studying bike safety gear for the last year and a half, and I've come to realize there's nothing in that gear to keep the twigs in your body fine. It's only for
to keep you from losing your flesh.
Yeah,
like on a cheese grater.
Yeah, it's only for skin. So all those bike jackets and fucking things, and even most of the modern day boots, like the guys that I know that ride, if they're wearing these Alpine Star, 2020 boots that came out, there's no skeleton for that. So you're just wearing level 2 leather armor and praying that it doesn't come off and you don't get pretzeled.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw some dude with his fucking whole ass ankle shin bone stuck inside the bike frame.
Oh.
And his leg was going one way and his toes were facing the other, and he was just sitting there giving a thumbs up like, well,
because he was in shock.
Yeah.
He hadn't felt it yet.
Yeah. Like, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not going to be riding the rest of the season. Probably not next season. Maybe a little bit of not that following season either. Yeah, so there's not a lot of that out there, man. It's really just about not,
dumping your bike
and stretching the skin. That's mostly what it is, which is awesome. You need a trike.
No, I don't need none of that.
What
I need to know is what happened to 3i Atlas.
Who?
That
is that a rap group?
No, it was that giant meteor alleged UFO.
The Armageddon meteor?
It was heading towards Earth that went into the blind spot behind the sun.
Oh,
it was all over the news, and they said, "Oh, it might be an alien ship because it's off gassing and doing this. It's made of nickel and it's doing all this other weird shit."
They Truman showed the shit out of that,
and I haven't heard anything about it for like 2 weeks now.
Right.
So I'm very concerned. Are they trying to form the one world government because the aliens are coming?
Right.
That's all I got. That's all I want to know.
Right. Listen, again, without Bruce Willis to blow a hole in that bitch.
It ain't happening.
And to drill.
They can't even get him out of retirement.
You can just bohika.
Because my man's got dementia.
Right.
So that would be the worst rescue person ever.
If they show him Armageddon, he might remember.
Who would you replace Bruce Willis with to go get the meteorite?
For Armageddon?
Yeah.
Rockhound. Did he die?
No, I'm talking about. You need another driller. It can't be Bruce Willis, and it can't be anybody else from the movie. You need to replace him.
Completely?
Who you sending up there?
Nick Cage. Well, yeah. Who else do we got right now?
Right?
Who's up right now in movies? Nobody.
No, right.
Nobody.
They're like, how about Keanu Reeves? No, get the fuck out of here.
Keanu Reeves? What?
I'm just saying, who would you get to replace Bruce Willis in Armageddon?
We're not trying to shoot it at 5 feet with a tilted grip, guy. Like, just chill the fuck out with that shit. I don't need sights.
Right.
You know how many, listen, oh God. You know how many of these fucking dorky kids are like, I'm just going to shoot like John Wick. Well, when you put it in the mother behind the guy you're shooting at Walmart, good fucking luck, bro. You're going to be sitting next to the guy at Walmart if he doesn't blast your ass when you missed and hit the mother behind him at the fucking toy aisle.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to shoot like John Wick.
No, you're not.
You don't need sights.
Right.
You just look at the back of your gun.
What's he researching? He's looking at a map.
Fine. Was that it? Did you find it?
A map of
He's still on the
ships?
boats, dude.
Yeah. Every boat.
Oh, and it shows you where all the boats are? Is that the AIS map?
Where
Bring it up.
So Shaggy just brought up a map of every
so now
boat
he's tracking
currently on the
every
ocean
boat in the ocean. That's
being
great.
tracked by its transponder.
What are the greens? Are those land cargo?
But here's the thing. The AIS system only works when they have their transponder on.
Most people will turn it off if they're afraid of being.
Yeah.
Anyway. Or they'll go dark when they're committing crimes. Or
Speaking of that, do you think those guys in the loo went dark? Because they should have turned off their AIS system in the middle of the fucking day, bro.
Stupid asses.
Dude.
Ugh.
Like, did they not notice that all the movies where they rob people in the middle of the day, they don't let everyone see them robbing?
Right.
Like, I don't understand it.
So, hey, going back to this Pennsylvania Bigfoot thing, and we just looked at the sign that the Department of Natural Resources for Pennsylvania is putting up at all their parks. Do you still have that?
I thought that was 3 episodes ago.
No, well, I'm circling back because it's still in my brain.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Yeah, the big. Yeah, what's it say on that sign? It says warning. It essentially says the state of Pennsylvania put up signs in their parks that saying if you see a Bigfoot, do not engage with it.
Does it say you can't feed them too?
It probably.
What's the thing at the bottom say? Is that a different?
That's in Spanish.
Oh, it's in Spanish.
It's bilingual sign. Do not approach the creature. Yeah.
What ranger? The one that's 60 miles away?
Yeah, because
they're just patrolling around like LAPD. Like, what the fuck? Imagine seeing that.
You want to hear something crazy?
Trying
that I
to
heard?
leave, and then you try to track the ranger to fucking.
From where we are now.
Yeah.
All the way to the west side of the city. Right?
Yeah.
All the way to downtown and all the way out to say where our boy lives, way out on the west side.
Okay.
There's only 2 park rangers.
Yeah.
That's
true.
To cover all those parks.
Yeah. 100% believe it.
Yeah.
Even the dudes in real fucking parks like Yosemite or Yellowstone or whatever the fuck it's called, they're like, yeah, I have 600 square miles to cover. I'm like, motherfucker, you're one fucking dude. And listen.
Unless you got a jetpack, motherfucker.
Right. Like, you're like, hey, why do you have to cover this? Well, because campers get lost and die all the time. Well, how the fuck are you getting around? How are you getting around to cover all 600 fucking square miles of this or whatever?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
And we talked about all those people that disappear.
Yeah.
The missing 411.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Wait a minute. I got one for you that I totally forgot to talk about. Did you see that they recently found a bear that they opened up and they found a badge lodged inside the bear's intestines?
No.
And it had grown over. Like the intestines had engulfed the badge, obviously. It had healed over. And so by judging however they do the tree ring shit that we're always talking about and judging dates, they assumed that because of what the badge was, well, first of all, they figured out whose badge it was.
Oh.
So it was a fucking ranger who said goodbye to his kid or wife or whatever, walked into the woods for a day of patrol and never fucking came back. And they found his boots, or not his boots, his rifle, his pack, set around somewhere, but never found him, right? Just fully disappeared. So they found the badge, stuck in this bear's gut. And by the dates of the badge of whose it is and the age of the bear, they said that bear would have been fed that man as a cub.
Oh.
Yep. That's how long that fucking badge was stuck in this bear. That they said that bear would have been a cub being fed by her mother or his mother, whatever, would have been fed the ranger by the parent bear because that's how the badge got lodged in there during that time.
Oh.
Yep. And that's what they're deducing now is homeboy just got blickied up by the bears. Yogi Bear was not
they solved one of
the millions.
Thousands.
But listen, knowing that this story does exist, having the proof of one of them, we have to allow for the probability of there being more.
Oh, there are probably a lot of people that get snatched by a bear.
Right. Or a cat. Or whatever.
Right.
And their gear is just left. Like, listen, dude, how do you become a park ranger? And I'm not knocking anybody. There are
if people get got.
No, yeah. But that's what I was going to say. Like, we know that there's famous, SF Navy SEAL guys that become rangers, but some rangers I've met, I'm like, bro, have you ever, like, you don't, I'm not saying there's going to be a lot of fights where you're going to be, but you don't look like the fighting type in any way, shape, or form. And now you're going to go fight bears. Like, that's what I don't understand. I'm like, I feel like you, and you talk to
you're
these
not
dudes,
trying to fight the bear. You're trying to avoid them.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But eventually you're going to run into the drunk camper. You're going to run into the drunk campers. You're going to run into the fucking hunters, the poachers.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to have some sort of moxie to be out here trying to start a fight the middle of nowhere where there's no radio, there's no backup, there's no.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. What you got to remember.
Hold on, though. Have you ever noticed, and I'm just saying that most of the guys that we meet that are Rangers are just the nicest, quietest church boys you've ever met?
But there's also a difference between a lot of these Rangers and wildlife and game.
Yeah, that's true too. But
wildlife
a ranger
and game are,
they're purposely looking for it, but a ranger's still going to pass it by proxy.
For sure.
Right? Like, and they're always like 110-pound dudes that are rangers. And I'm like, brother, like, that's wild. And we've learned, you know, you can't have 200 pounds of muscle and be running through like us. You know, we're not running through the jungle in our George of the Jungle outfits. But still, how are some of these rangers that are rangers? I'm like, dude, you guys are more like.
I guess the National Forest Service is taking whoever applies because not everybody in the world's applying for that job.
And listen, and I was just going to say again, most of those guys, you know, not to be disrespectful, they're dorks. They like the one dude I know, he loves plants. Like we were sitting in the range and he's like, that's this plant and that's this plant and that's this plant. And I was like, homie, you just told me 5 shades of grass and they all look the same to me. I'm not trying to be mean. I respect your culture. I respect your love for this. But I would fucking die if I had to deal with this shit. If you were like, hey, you get 10 square miles and you got to eat whatever in there, I'm in big fucking trouble if there's not a Del Taco. Chilling around here.
So
I'm eating the first mushroom and it's going to fuck me.
Did I ever tell you about the 2 National Forest Service Rangers that I met up in the Catskill Mountains?
I don't think so.
So there's, you know, miles and like 70 miles, 100 miles, 200 miles worth of trail. And a lot of these guys get pushed out on the trail for a month. And their job is to walk the trail with a chainsaw and an axe and clear the trail. Like if trees fall down.
And are these the Rangers or they're tree guys?
Rangers.
Wow. I'd be so
Here's a backpack and supplies.
No.
Hit the trail and make sure that the trail's clear, right?
Wow.
And they'll walk the trail and they come across a down tree, you know, move it out of the way and keep going, right?
No shit.
And when I was up there, I ran into 2 Forest Service Rangers, right? National Rangers.
Yeah.
That were albino identical twins.
Get the fuck out of here.
How have I
never heard this story?
I can't even make this up, right?
Albino,
Native American.
No. Like milk albino? Like real life?
Yeah.
Did they have the straight hair?
Yes.
Bro, they look like the brothers out of the Matrix for sure.
Yeah, bro, I can't even make this
With
up.
their ranger outfit on.
Did
they have to face paint every day to go out and not shine on the
So here's the crazy thing, right?
I'm just saying.
Where I was at, look up Catskills, look up Devil's Face or Devil's Face.
Devil's
rock.
Arse.
There's a rock that hangs off the side of this mountain that looks like the Devil's Face.
Makes sense.
Right?
Why wouldn't you be there?
So going up to this rock, there's a devil. Say again. Show me devil. Let me see or Devil's Tombstone. It might have been Devil's Tombstone.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's it. Not that one. It was the other one. So, yeah, I think it was Devil's Head, and there's a thing called the Devil's Tombstone up there. Anyway, there's a 2-lane road that goes up the mountain to this pass where this thing's hanging off.
Of course.
Okay? And they have a law up there that says there's no new building allowed. Can't build anything new up there.
Makes sense.
To keep
they
it
don't
preserved.
Want to ruin it.
And like no new utilities, no nothing. So all the poles that you see going up the side of the road were the old telegraph wires that used to be up there, but they replaced the telegraph wire with a power line that goes to this one tiny little ranger station.
Perfect.
Right next, mile from this thing, right? And on the one side of the road, there's a little pull off and like 10 little camping spots across from the ranger station, right? And it's freezing cold up there. The wind's blowing because it's a super steep thing like this that comes down to 2 roads.
Right.
You can climb up this one and walk the trail that way. You can climb up this one and walk the trail that way. Right?
Right.
So I go into the ranger station and introduce myself. There's some banter that went back and forth because he was in one sanitation department, I was in another sanitation department. We're breaking balls, right?
Yep.
And so that night we're camping, and I see the guy walking through the woods, going from campsite to campsite. And when he's walking, this giant white owl follows him from tree to tree.
Oh.
So as he's walking, the owl would fly to the next tree. Then he
and
walks.
This is the guy with the...
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And he comes over and he's talking to us.
And the owl's following him.
Owl's following him and he leaves. So I get up in the morning and I go over to the ranger station and I'm like, hey, bro, how do you get that owl to follow you around? He's like, what are you talking about? I said, last night when he came over to our camping spot, that owl's following you through the fucking woods. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Right.
He goes, oh, that must have been my brother. And I was like, my man, I was talking to you last night at my fucking campsite.
Right.
You had this fucking crazy white owl following you around, and you left. It was like 32 degrees, and we're hovering by this campfire, freezing, you know? He goes, no, that must have been my brother. And I'm like, fucking bullshit. And then my man produced a picture of the two of them standing side by side.
Really?
Yeah, it was the craziest thing.
Now his brother, you didn't meet both of them physically at the same time?
Not at the same time.
Really?
But dressed alike in the Ranger uniform.
Had his brother passed?
No.
Oh.
They both worked the same station.
Oh, so he was saying
that was my
transmorg shit.
That was my brother you saw last night.
Right.
I was like, bullshit. Because I didn't know they were identical twins.
Right.
I didn't even know he had a brother.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I thought you were saying he meant the owl was his brother. I'm like,
no.
bro, his brother's turning into an owl and following him around.
No.
Yeah.
So the ranger comes up to my campsite with this
yeah.
fucking owl, and we're talking, and he looks just like him.
Right.
I get up in the morning and I go across the ranger station, and I'm like, dude, how do you get that owl to follow you around? He's like, what are you talking about? Man, last night when you came up to my campsite, we talked for 15 minutes. The owl followed you around. He goes, that wasn't me. That was my brother. And I'm like, bullshit, motherfucker.
I was right here. I seen it.
I was looking you right in the face and talking to you. And he's like, no, that was my brother. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And he goes, yeah, we both work for the Forest Service. We're both stationed here. He goes, here's our picture.
That's wild.
It was crazy as shit.
We need to see those guys.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll bet they got some stories that you don't want to hear.
Oh, well, and look, and they'll tell you, like, that shit's haunted up there. Even the national rangers will tell you, you know, they don't want to talk about it. Look, and if you talk to some of these rangers that work in these big parks, yeah, they'll talk about bear, and yeah, they'll talk about cats, and people disappear, and
they ain't gonna talk about the yelling.
They don't like talking.
No, they don't want to bring that juju in.
But they know that there's weird shit that happens out there that there's no explanation for. You know, Bigfoot, the yelling, the whoops and all that other shit. That shit's real. Not to mention the feral people that live out there.
I've seen your feral people that whoop. I've seen quite a few of your feral people that whoop.
You know what, my man? You went to that camp all on your own.
I was looking for you. And it was funny how everyone was like, no, I haven't seen that guy today. I'm like, interesting. So you're saying you haven't not seen him the other day, though.
Right. See if they get a picture of that place, the crossing, where that hangs up, not just where it hangs off the rock face. Yeah, dude, it's a rock face. You see it? It looks like a human face, or it looks like the face of the of the devil, as they say. Yeah, it's a weird. It should be like where the mountains come down to this 2-lane road. That's where I saw the guy buying all the materials to make meth.
Yeah.
Not there. We went to a Walmart that was like 45 minutes away from there.
Yeah. Were they doing porty stations, like Gatorade bottles with fucking flare shit,
it was
or
crazier
what?
than that, right?
Oh.
Apparently there was a resort near there where there was a big weekend-long concert thing going on.
Oh, yeah. They were trying to, like, just hot it out and get that money.
And my man had, like, he was buying, like, he had, like, 12 jugs of, like, Drano. And he had, like, buckets,
tubes,
and he had all the and I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the girl I was dating at the time, and I'm like, this man's about to make some
he's
about
to make some special crystals,
about to make ice.
Yeah.
Dude,
and not the border cleaning ones either.
Well, you know, I happen to see weird shit all the time. Like the one time I went in the 24-hour grocery store, and my man came up to the register, and he was dressed a very particular way that made him look like he belonged to a certain violent group.
Right.
And he had an entire case box of blue tip matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were selling him like the case, and I'm like, you're gonna sell my man that entire case of blue tips? Like,
right.
Do you know what he's about to do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see weird shit all the time.
Listen, it's because you're looking for albino fucking rangers.
Man, I wish
you were up there like, hey, I heard this is where they shot fucking Powder. Where's he at?
Dude.
Oh, look, Hedwig the Owl's going to join us today.
And I
like
wasn't
Harry
saying
Potter's
that,
owl and the fucking
I don't know
Powder
if they have
Man
a different
in the
term.
forest.
I don't know if they have different terms.
Why are you always meeting weirdos in the woods, bro? This is why I don't go to the woods with you.
Yeah.
You be bringing weirdos home and shit like that. We can't take you nowhere. You take you to the city, the weird albino dudes talk to you. You take you to the woods, the weird albino dudes talk to you. You take you to the city, the weird albino girls talk to you.
I don't know. I don't think we've run into any of that.
Joe Skelly.
Okay.
Oh, they're all over.
They're
all over. I know why you don't wear those bet slippers anymore. They probably just got too famous.
They were identifying me by my footwear.
They were like, I seen you got bet slippers. Like you wore it in your hood, and then I was down there. I saw like 4 other people wearing them. I'm like, yep, this is spreading.
They all
like
got
wildfire.
taken by the same Chinese company.
This is spreading like vegans.
Fucking motherfuckers.
This is spreading like vegans, bro.
Oh wow.
Listen, I bet we're gonna find out later that you might have helped invent CrossFit or some shit like that.
Well,
CrossFitters, vegans, straight edge kids, all of you are a bunch of weirdos.
Just throw it all in my lap.
Yeah,
That's
it makes
good.
sense. I'm good with that. We should get out of here.
Oh, should we?
Because it's,
Let's give out that phone number. Hey,
give out that number.
We'd like to get some shout outs from you all,
Welcome to the show.
For the holiday season.
If you made it this long, happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Halloween.
Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Snake.
Zoroastrians, whatever you guys are all about.
Yep, all your snake tattoos are valid this year.
I like that. I like that.
Snakes and peaches. Snakes and peaches.
Snakes and peaches. So, yeah, if you want to send us a text message, want to send us pictures, leave us a voicemail. You can get a hold of us at area code 213-534-7492. Now, hey,
That's
guys.
the one.
Once again, area code 213-534-7492. Now, if you're on Amazon UK listening to us, I don't know what the country code is that you have to put before that, but I'm sure you can Google it.
I think it's 1. No, I can't be right.
What's Google country code for the United States?
No, is it 11? I used to know this because I talked to broads but I don't talk to anybody anymore. It is 1.
So the country code for the United
Look
States
at that.
is 1, as it should be.
Yeah, I still.
Amazon,
Yeah.
So if you're listening to us
go.
on Amazon UK, you can
Just add
put
that 1.
Country code 1, area code 213-534-7492. I guess that goes for anybody
Should
outside the continental United States.
Right.
Put a 1 before the area code.
And it should work.
Yeah, 1-213.
We want to hear from them all.
534-7492. Except for the guy in China, stay safe. Don't let them know you're listening.
Stay safe. When you escape from there and you come to America, and you will come to America,
we'll have a gift set for you.
I was just going to say, we'll take you to dinner.
Absolutely.
We'll take you to dinner. Probably get some Chinese food. Anyways, thanks for listening. Leave a like, leave a subscribe. Find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. I haven't been on our LinkedIn account in like 5 years. Occasionally I get emails that say, this job's for you. And I'm like, motherfucker, you obviously don't understand my job, because if you did, you would know I don't need a job.
There you go. You get the best job in the world.
Right. You get to hang out and listen to Joe Skelly talk about his feet pictures and fucking Asian fish things. And
you were the one that said you wanted the cake fart
farts. Oh, no, we're out of here. No, none of that business. That's a new age thing. We're not into that. And a couple more things. The Slinky toy has never been played with by anybody correctly. So if you've ever not or have used a Slinky, you got to actually go look that up, because it's pretty phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
But we're not going to talk about that this time. We're going to save it for later.
Sounds good.
Happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Festivus.
Okay.
Because I think this episode's going to come out closer to that.
Watch out for Krampus.
Right. And we forgot like 2 holidays already, so we're just making up by getting extras.
Right.
30-97 seconds.
Later.